I appear for the people. This is a case where on the day of election, I made complaint immediately in the morning that entire booth has been captured. In one polling station, there are two booths. Both are captured. And subsequently, I have made a request for repoll. In fact, on the day of poll, at page 24, I requested for repolling.
Request
and one
July 14th.
On 8th July at 1:13. And subsequently, I have made complaint with another information that there was total number of voters as 1328. The vote polled was 204. Only. And in course of counting, number of votes which was not even polled and not signed by the polling officer has been taken into consideration for count. And this was one of the issue. In fact, on 10th July 2023, that's when the party for which it was nominated made a letter to the Election Commission. In response thereof, Election Commission issues a circular on 10th July, which says that every ballot paper shall, before issue to a voter, be stamped with such distinguishing mark as the district Panchayat election officer may direct and sign in full on the back by the presiding officer. My specific allegation in the complaint that unsigned ballot papers have been taken into consideration for count. The Election Commission can respond to this. And one more thing that there is a space.
Tell me, the representation at page 24 is dated 8th of July.
Yes.
11th July, where is the representation?
11th July, I have not made any complaint. On 14th July, I have made complaint.
Why? Why so late?
Like that, I do not know. In a specific, this complaint is more specific and says what has happened on 8th. On 8th July, immediately I made this complaint in short. That ballot papers and ballot boxes are looted from booth. So we do not demand fresh poll. On 14th July, I have made a specific pleading, complaint that ভোটের দিন সকাল 7টার সময় ভোট শুরু হয়, কিন্তু কিছুক্ষণ ভোট চলার পর 50 জনের মতো দুষ্কৃতী এসে পিস্তল, ধারালো অস্ত্র, অন্যান্য আগ্নেয়াস্ত্র নিয়ে সবাইকে তাড়িয়ে দেয়। This can be ascertained from the CCTV footage. আমরা কোনোভাবে প্রাণে বাঁচে আসি, তারপর তারা ছাপ্পা মারে। আমাদের ভোটার সংখ্যা 1328, কিন্তু তার মধ্যে মাত্র 204টি ভোট পোলিং হওয়া সত্ত্বেও এজেন্টদের সই ছাড়াই ভোট কাউন্টিং হয়। সকাল 9টার সময় ব্যালট বক্স সেক্টরে গাড়ি নিয়ে এজেন্টদের সই ছাড়াই ও কোনো লিখিত না দিয়েই নিয়ে আসে। অতএব মহাশয়ের নিকট বিনীত প্রার্থনা এই যে গণতন্ত্র রক্ষার জন্য পুনরায় ভোট করার অনুরোধ করছি। নেক্সট পেজ বাই অ্যানাদার ক্যান্ডিডেট অফ দ্য সেকেন্ড বুথ দিস অফ 12 বুথের বসবাসকারী আমি 12 নম্বর বুথের নির্দল প্রার্থী। 1 নম্বর ক্রমিকার আমাদের বুথে সকাল 7টার সময় সেম বুথ সেম পোলিং স্টেশন, প্রায় 1 ঘন্টা ভোট চলার পর বাইরে থেকে কিছু গুন্ডা লাঠি, পিস্তল, বহু রকমের আগ্নেয়াস্ত্র নিয়ে মারপিট আরম্ভ করে। বহু ভোটার বুথ ছেড়ে পালিয়ে যায়। ওর সাথে আমরাও
there is no violation of poll procedure,
what steps video has
been made with notices to all the contesting candidates. No complaint has been made at the time of post-poll scrutiny.
Poll on the date of the poll, there is a complaint before the.
Yes, there is adverse report in the presiding officer diary. Presiding officer didn't make any complaint. Post-poll scrutiny was held. Nothing adverse found in the presiding officer diary. So, there is no
And we have a video footage.
Order for repoll, and on the counting date, all the counting agents were present, as well as the candidates, and they signed in the counting sheet. And your lordship candidates, they are alleging poll violence, and they made the written complaint on 14th.
Complaint of 8th is also there.
Yes, post-poll scrutiny has been made. Presiding, nothing adverse in the presiding officer's report diary,
the petitioners complain of rigging, violence, booth capturing, and several other illegalities on the day of the poll. Stop. Fresh repoll was sought for by filing objection. Paragraph. After the declaration of result, the prayer for repoll was reiterated by filing representation before the Panchayat returning officer, clearly mentioning that the ballot papers which were taken for the ballot papers which were counted did not bear the seal and signature of the presiding officer. Stop. The signature of the agents of the political parties were also not obtained. Stop. None of the objection was considered. Stop. Next. Learned advocate representing the state respondent submits upon instruction that post-poll scrutiny was conducted and there was no adverse report found. Stop. Next. The presiding officer did not lodge any complaint before the Panchayat returning officer. Stop. Next. The signature of the agents of the contesting candidates were duly obtained. Without going into the merits, the representation is dated 8th July 2023 and 14th July.
I have to come back
2023.
again. Then I have to come back again.
State Commission will consider within 10 days.
But I have to come back again, man. Let them file a report, man. Otherwise, man, I have to come back again, man. Where
The report, whatever is mentioned, will be there in the report. So you challenge that by way of a petition. You have all documentary and the evidences, pictorial evidences.
by
Let us see.
election petition, blood.
Not election petition. Let us see what can be done. I do not know.
And one more thing, let kindly direct the authority. But I have mentioned some criminality. That BDO must forward this complaint to the police authorities so that the criminality is adjudicated, is investigated. This is no, if this is not done,
In the-
this is the mechanism when any poll day, this mechanism always is there, so that make complaint and that is redressed by the authority. We have made complaint unless this is redressed, this will become infractuous. So,
But then the representation is of 14th, which you want
Blood.
consideration.
that is one part.
That is there. So whatever is required to be done, he will do it. He is supposed to do. Now, I don't know whether he will do or not. Now, each and every step you cannot say, do this, do this. do
I
this.
understand the difficulties, but this is the scenario, But I have gone through a judgment of 2023, It is a larger bench of Supreme Court, I certainly I'll cite this judgment before you lordship, But this is a judgment where Supreme Court has says that all other judgment, previous judgment, that has been considered, and says now the present era is is vitiated, because of this criminalities, this was not there, post-independence, immediately after the independence. Therefore, this has to be taken into consideration separately, and
Come up with a judgment. We can see how we can use it in other matters.
kindly seem only one paragraph 30.
You read out. Yesterday it came out.
No, the March.
March.
The electoral scene in the country is not what it was in the years immediately following the country become a republic. Criminalization of politics with all its attendant evils has become a nightmarish reality. The faith of the electorate in the very process which underlines the democracy itself stands shaken. The impact of big money and its power to influence elections, the influence of certain sections of media makes it also absolutely imperative that the appointment of election commission, which has been declared by this court to be the guardian of the citizenry and its fundamental rights, becomes a matter which cannot be postponed further. And here, court has also considered the other portion, where court has consider the democracy in two parts. One is election and the other part is rule of law. If court can, if there is any bar to interfere into the election process, but court can always look into the rule of law so that democracy is prevail.